What up, Nation? Rock Var here, kinda, live on Var Nation. Haven't had much time to stream or record or play recently, so yes, I'm doing this on my cell phone in the car on my way to the store. I just wanted to touch base on something that's happening in the game. So, as you may or may not know, there's been some craziness happening in the past with people the gold sellers, the people who advertise, buy cheap DCUO cash, blah, 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 in the chat. It's been an ongoing problem. People have been pissed about it for a while. Well, DC Universe Online, the devs decided they were going to take a step in the right direction to try and solve the problem, and so they implemented limitations on how many times free players can use chat, because their assumption is that the people who are doing this spamming are free to play, which may or may not have been an accurate assumption, considering yesterday there was just a bludgeoning of gold sellers in the chat. It was just one after another. It's like they combined their efforts to try and win this war on DC Universe Online, and so things are really jacked up now. And, you know, it's not anyone's fault necessarily, because the devs are just trying to do something good. The gold sellers clearly have united. And so now we're watching the War of the Gold Sellers 2018 in DC Universe Online. And I just kind of wanted to touch base on it. And it's obviously it's kind of hard to ignore. It's a pain in the ass to see the chat box pop up. At least now, for the most part, they can't do it in LFG. However, they are still doing it in the like say and tell, or not tell, but the say and shout channels. And so, yeah, it's still a huge pain in the butt, but what are you going to do? And my thought is, I would not assume that these are free-to-play players, quite honestly, because this is how they're making money. So anyone who does anything for a living knows you got to spend money to make money. So they're advertising. They may very well all have legendary memberships for all we know. And the money that they make back out of selling that quote-unquote cheap gold is probably paying for their membership plus some. So it's going to be, aside from just banning individual channels, it's going to be pretty hard for this to get resolved kind of the way that they're going about it. You know, like I said, it's a step in the right direction. At least they were proactively doing something. However, now the dark side has united. And so the only thing that we can do as players, as far as I can see, is continue to report the problem as you see them. Report the player who's shouting those messages out. I've been trying to take pictures of them, like screenshots of them, and post them on Twitter. I don't know if that's the right thing to do or not, but simply blocking them is not going to get it done, because there are way too many to block at this point. Every time you block somebody, another one, 3 or 4 of them pop back up. So, but anyway, that's my 2 cents, guys. I'll keep you posted on this story as it develops. I'm Rock Var reporting for Var Nation News.